Now that our virtual environment is set up, we're going to click on Start and go through the actual Ubuntu installation. Now typically the installation wizard will fire up, and majority of the time the default options would be more than adequate, but here we're going to make some changes as we go through. So this one is just identifying that it's going to be utilizing our keyboard. We just close that down for the time being. Same thing with this, with the mouse. And here is our startup screen of Ubuntu. Alright, so our first welcome screen, we're going to basically select Install Ubuntu. Now this option here, if we had the CD-ROM or even a thumb drive, we could actually work with Ubuntu and it'll be directly utilized in RAM. So nothing would be installed, everything would be running from RAM and from your source, which would be a CD or thumb drive. We'll click on Install Ubuntu. Alright, we're not going to select any of these options here. We're not going to download it. We just want to get the product installed. We'll click on Continue. And this is give us a warning that everything's going to be erased. Not a big deal because there's nothing in there. So click on Install Now. It's going to give us a final information page of what it's going to do. We'll click on Continue. Alright, geographically it knows basically where you're at by your internet connection. Alright, now this one, a lot of people have a problem because they cannot find the button to continue and move forward. So just like any other window type environment, if you go up to the top here, now it's kind of hard to tell because the color, we're able to drag this thing over and we have the continue button there. Because again, by default, it's utilizing a default screen size for the initial installation. Here, let's everyone utilize an account called user1. And for the computer name, we'll do VPC-Ubuntu1. And then we'll do a password of PASS.123. That's a capital PASS.123. And then we'll click on, we'll leave the options here at default, and then we'll click on Continue. And now it's going to start copying over the files. And right now, let me jump over to the directory here. As you can tell or see, that the installation is going and the file, that virtual drive, now is increasing in size. So we're approaching about 3 gigs thus far in terms of the operating system being installed. Once the installation is complete, we're going to click on Restart Now. As the system is restarting, let's take a look to see what the file size is. And as you can see, by our almost 5 gigs large after installation has been completed. Alright, if by any chance the restart does not work, what we're going to do is we're going to restart the environment. We're going to come up here, click on the X, and we're actually going to power off the machine. This is the equivalent of basically doing a hard restart of a computer. We'll click on OK. We'll fire back up our VirtualBox Manager. We'll click on Start and see what happens. Alright, we're able to close these messages down here. And as you can see, the operating system now is firing up. Here's our user. We'll type in our super duper secret password, and now we are logged into the operating system. Alright, as you can see, we have our fully functioning operating system.